Hello everyone, Shroomraver here, and today I'm excited to be bringing you my Week 2 team building analysis video for the Pokémon Premier League Season 4. Yes indeed. Now last week we did not get off to the greatest start. Hacks really destroyed us in one crucial moment. We took a 5-0 loss. We cannot suffer the same fate this week. And it's going to be tough because this week we go up against my very good friend Kelly, UnderTheRadar, and the Maryland Torterrapins. He has built a very threatening team, and yeah, it's threatening for a number of reasons given the things you can do with it. Now what we're going to do is bring that up on screen for you hopefully. Right about now he has got Mega-Venusaur, Tornadus, Nidoking, Raikou, Celebi, Kingdra, Politoed, Kabutops, Miltank, Togetic, and Machoke. So as you can see, the thing that jumps out at you there is Rain. Of course, he's got that sort of core 5, 6, 7 pick of Kingdra, Politoed, Kabutops. That's very dangerous in its own right. He's supplemented Mega-Venusaur's fire weakness by bringing Rain. He's got Hurricane that can never miss with Tornadus. Something about being triggered. Celebi's weakness to fire is neutered a little bit. And he's got a lot of nice bulk there. He did really well picking up Machoke. Machoke was one of those mons that just, when we were doing the pricings for this season, it just went completely, if you'll pardon the pun, under the radar. And it wasn't included, which means he got it for 1 mil. So that's fairly spooky. So he's got those two very bulky Eviolite users at the bottom. He's got lots of rain options. He's used Kingdra very well last week against the Eternity Enders. So it's going to be tough to see exactly how we can take him on. But I've put together a team that I'm quite proud of. So let's go over them. First one should be on your screen, sort of about now. We have got Electros, the Itcher, coming back for his second game. Last time, Electros was the one that got very badly critted. This time I'm hoping to not have that happen. We've got an interesting set here, Lumberry, Coil, Thunder Punch, Drain Punch, Knockoff, 84 in HP, 4 attack, max special defense, careful nature with the rest 164. That's been put into speed. Now, what does this allow me to do? Well, the speed EVs, they'll allow me to outspeed a defensive Politoed, which would be quite nice. I've got a Lumberry on there because he does have a lot of potential for status. You know, he's got a lot of Scald users, and I don't particularly want to be dealing with that. He obviously can't para me, but he can Scald me for sure and get the burns. I also particularly want Electros to be worn down by Toxic, which is what a lot of people like to do because it tends to run an Assault Vest bulky spread. Thunder Punch and Drain Punch hit the majority of his team very hard. In fact, they hit the majority of his team for super effective damage. Knockoff is very nice for the likes of Celebi. And if I can get enough coils up, this is going to be a win condition for me. I can avoid at least one status, get some coils up. Some of his team are slow-ish, and some of them don't always get invested in speed. So yeah, I'm hoping that Electros can put in some work this time. So, next up, we are going to have ourselves Mega-Venusaur. Carson is back, and this time we have gone just straight up defense, max HP, max defense, 4 into Spadef, Giga Drain, Knockoff, Sludge Bomb, and Hidden Power Fire. This is just a defensive hard hitter, that's all it is. It's probably one of my best answers to the Kingdra, ditto for the Kabutops. And it will pressure his Politoed quite well. It should take any one hit from the Nidoking, hopefully. You know, if he brings that. And it can take hits from Tornadus surprisingly well too. Knockoff, I want it on here. This is the kind of thing that I can bring in against the Togetic or the Machoke. And I'll either knock off their Eviolite or he'll be forced to switch into something else and get rid of their item. And if that thing he wants to switch into is the Mega-Venusaur, I will be able to retaliate with a Hidden Power Fire, hopefully taking that thing out, so that'd be very nice. Yeah, Mega-Venusaur just there to be stupidly bulky. I've decided to go, as I say, with those 4 offensive moves, deciding not to use its sort of plethora of reliable recovery that it has, because yeah, I just want to hit as many things as hard as possible, really. He's got a lot of bulk that I want to try and wear down. Yeah, so that's the reason we've gone with that. Now, third up, we are going to have Florges. Yes, Florges is here. Again, I've gone physically defensive this time. Exactly the same spread as the Mega-Venusaur. Let the Bodies makes her debut with the Babiri Berry, Moonblast, Hidden Power Fire, Wish, and Sunny Day. Yeah, this is going to be an answer to a lot of his things. The sort of way I see it, the scenario that plays out in my head. You've got Politoed versus Florges, and he sees this as an idea to get into his Mega Sizzle. As he switches on out from Politoed to ideally the Mega Sizzle, I'm going to be going for the Sunny Day, and then I can bop him with a Hidden Power Fire and do massive damage, if not take him out. That's the plan there. But yeah, this guy is also a very nice answer to most physical forms of Kingdra. It'll take many special hits from Kingdra as well, or at least it'll take a special hit from a Kingdra. It just doesn't need to be invested in special defense to take massive amounts of hits. You know, it'll take on hits from Tornadus Therian, it'll take a hit maybe from Nidoking, and probably take a few from Raikou or Celebi as well. And it can provide wish support to the rest of the team. I've got a few bulky things in there who don't have recovery of their own, including the fourth member of this week's team. That's going to be Torkoal. Torkoal makes his debut. LL Cool J with the Rocky Helmet, Shell Armor, because fuck crits, am I right? Lava Plume, Rapid Spin, Will-O-Wisp, and Stealth Rock with fully specially defensive nature. Now, why? Why do I bring Torkoal on the Rain team? Well, this is pretty much an answer to Mega Sizzle. In fact, it's pretty much a dead stop to Mega Sizzle, unless he wants to be an absolute lord and bring Hidden Power Water Mega Sizzle with the potential that I'd bring Torkoal against a potential Rain team, which seems unlikely. So yeah, we've got Torkoal here. Yeah, chip damage to get onto that Mega Sizzle if he's going to be U-turning around, and I can get rocks up, especially if I can get in when he's locked on Bullet Punch. If I can get Torkoal into a Bullet Punching Mega Sizzle, I'm guaranteed to get my Stealth Rocks up. As he presumably switches out, he's taking Rocky Helmet damage, and then if he can't get rid of those hazards, he'll be U-turning around, taking Rocky Helmet and hazard whenever he comes back in, and I can be supplementing that with getting Lava Plumes off on Mons if needs be, Will-O-Wisping things if needs be. That'd be nice to get on a few of his threats, and getting rocks up when I can. That'd be nice, you know, to try and at least neuter the regenerator of Tornadus Therian, or at least render it obsolete. That would be nice too. It's good for other physical threats. It might take a hit from a Kabutops if he wants to bring that. You know, won't be much good against the Kingdra, but as I say, we've got other things for that. One of those things being, fifth member of the team, that is going to be Meloetta. Yes, I've gone back to a favourite spread of mine, Assault Vest Meloetta. Max HP, 212 in special attack, 44 in special defense. With that modest nature, we've got, say, Assault Vest with Hyper Voice, Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Fire, and Psychic. This is going to be another one of my best answers to a potential Kingdra or a lot of his special attackers. You know, Tornadus Therian has to run mixed if he wants to hit it. That means a split of EVs. He'll probably focus on the special side. He'll take hits from Nidoking, although if he does bring that, I would assume specifically for this Meloetta, he will be packing the Sucker Punch to at least get some chip damage before ideally taking him out with Psychic. It'll tank hits from Raikou all day, every day, same with the special Celebi. Kingdra can't really touch it outside of the Specs Hydro Pump in the rain. And yeah, it can mess up Togetic and hopefully mess up the Machoke if he brings it. That combination of moves will hit most of his mons for super effective damage, or at the very least neutral. Hyper Voice is very good for that. He's got, what, 2 resists to Hyper Voice? Mega Sizz and Kabutops. Mega Sizz gets taken out by Hidden Power Fire. Kabutops same with Thunderbolt. Psychic is there for stab to hit the likes of Machoke. And the Nidoking. And again, it just hits a lot of things neutrally. He doesn't have any immunities to it, that's for certain. No dark types there? No dark types there. So yeah, that's going to be Drop the Mic Meloetta, running a set that I love, so let's hope it can do some work. Finally, we're going to have another debutant, and that is going to be Tung Fu the Greninja. We've got a Focus Sash Greninja right about now. With 44 into HP, 4 into each of the defences, 248 special attack, 208 speed, tip in nature, with Scald, Hidden Power Fire, Ice Beam, and Haze. I feel fairly confident in Torkoal's ability to be able to spin. And also, as far as Kelly getting rid of hazards, he, I believe, he's got Kabutops for the spin, but he's got 2 Defoggers, so that gets rid of rocks on my side as well. So I've got a Focus Sash Greninja here. Scald, you know, it's going to be nice if I can get Rain Boost off it, that'd be fantastic. Hidden Power Fire again for the Mega Sizz, I've got a lot of fire coverage, I need it. Ice Beam, that hits a lot of other things for super effective damage, the Torn T, the Celebi. It hits Kingdra for neutral, and very crucially it breaks Kingdra's sub, which is nice. I can avoid him getting a sub DD set going. And yeah, Scald Burns are going to be really nice. Haze Hayes is on there because he's got a lot of defensive setup potential, which I don't really like. I'm looking at Bulk Up Machoke, Curse Miltank, Carmine Celebi. That's pretty much the defensive setup. He's also got offensive setup in the form of Kingdra, which I don't particularly enjoy. He's got, Nasty Pass, Togetic. He's got all these options for setup, which I don't really enjoy the prospect of taking on Mega Sizz with Swords Dance as well. So Hayes could be really useful. I was wondering about having like Raw on Mega Venu, which I think it gets. Dragon Tail could be an option on the Itcher, but I needed all the other move slots on that. So I decided just to go with Hayes on Greninja, as well as over Taunt, because, admittedly prevention is better than cure in this case when it comes to setup, but there's nothing I can do about it. If he's already set up to +3 and suddenly I can send in Greninja, oh, now you can taunt, great, he's attacking. So I decided to go with Hayes instead, just to get rid of those boosts ideally that he might want to pick up. So that's the team I'm going to be going with. Now, looking at the Maryland Torterrapins, thinking about the kind of things he will be bringing, what I'm expecting to see, and I am expecting to see the rain. They'll probably do what they did last week and fade out and fade in different colours depending on what I'm expecting. But Mega Sizzle, Tornadus, Therian, I would expect Kingdra and Politoed, probably the Machoke. In fact, definitely the Machoke. That's one thing I'm very certain he'll be bringing, because it is a dead stop to my Tyrantrum, and very much a stop to Excadrill as well, especially brings a bulk up set. If he brings a bulk up dynamic punch set with no god, we are going to have issues, him and I. I forget if we voted on dynamic punch. If we did vote on it, I'll have voted for it to be banned. If we didn't vote on it, then we should have voted on it. No god dynamic punch is just gross. But I'm expecting those 5. As to the last one, probably the Miltank. I could see him bringing Miltank or Togetic, but I suspect Miltank just that little bit more. So yeah, Mega Sizz, Taunty, Kingdra, Politoed, Miltank, Machoke are the kind of things I'm expecting him to bring, but realistically could go with any of them and form a threatening team. But that is going to wrap things up from this team building video. So thank you all very much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed. Watch out for the battle. I'm hoping to get that up tomorrow evening. The pre-game entertainment. That'll go up midday tomorrow, hopefully. And yeah, the battle hopefully to go up in the evening time. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Links in the description to the PPL Twitter and YouTube as ever. And of course, links to my good friend Kelly UnderTheRadar. Do check him out. He is just one of the most lovely people that I've met on YouTube and through Twitter. He's a very good battler. He can't beat me without without hacks. No. Last season he destroyed me with it. So hopefully we can get through this one without similar circumstances occurring. But I think we've got the team that can take him on. But as I say, his links in the description. Do check them out. Make sure you do that, because you will not be disappointed by looking at his channel. But I'm going to get out of here. I've rambled for too long. So a final thank you to you all for watching. I guess with that, I'll see you next time. Laters.